Mike,
that's a lot of championships.
Let me ask you an important question here.
Yes.
Did you guys finally get something right on the 32 at 32?
We have Greg Newsome at number 15. So what do you think?
You got him at what number?
Greg Newsome, number 15.
I'd say
like
that's
it.
slightly high. But it's in the ballpark.
Pinch, but I think it's all right.
Did you ever do yours?
No. I keep telling Mike to remind me. He never remind me.
I need you to remind me. You got to text me to
now.
remind
Can
me.
you
Remind
remind
you.
Mike to remind you?
I will text you to text me.
Yes.
All right, Jay, you remind G. G, you remind me. I'll remind Mike. Mike, you remind
The
Bull.
worst, what was the worst? Oh, it was JOK, I think, was the worst.
Well, but there was a major mistake that was made when Mike was gone.
Oh, yeah, the special teams coach ahead of starting players. Yeah.
That was the snafu.
Yeah.
Well, I think this is pretty close. I mean, I would say that Newsome is definitely in the teens.
Yeah, I mean, he's right in the ballpark of where he belongs.
Yeah.
You know, listen, Greg Newsome, you know, he needs to just be completely focused on football.
Okay, now, you said that Tuesday, and I completely agree with
Yeah.
you. But explain that.
I
know that
I just got to be careful what I say.
I know you do.
Yeah.
But
he's
been
out
involved
too
in
much.
some stuff that was on the fringe.
Yes.
Let's just put it that way.
He's just out too much.
Yes.
From a very reliable source.
Yes.
Now, I get it. He's a young man. He's 23, 24
got money
years
in his
old.
pocket.
I get he wants to be out. A lot of players go out.
Sure. A lot of
He's
players
out,
don't.
He's out a little too much.
Yeah.
From what I've been told. Now, maybe my information's wrong.
No,
but
I'm hearing
I feel
the
like it's
exact
pretty
same
solid.
thing. He was.
I'm talking about during the season. In the off season, do whatever the hell you want. I don't care.
Yeah. Well, don't do whatever the hell.
Well, you know, within reason. But in season, there's a time to party. There's a time to not.
Yeah.
And being out till 3 a.m. all the time is just not ideal.
Jay,
Can't argue that.
nothing good happens after 2:00.
10
He's a
p.m. according to
talented
Tressel. Jim Tressel used to say nothing good happens after 10 p.m. So
he was
he's
super
really dialed
conservative.
back. Yeah, I know.
He had never himself been outside of his own home after 10 p.m.
I know. We talked
Except
about
for
this.
midnight mass.
We talked about this a little bit on Tuesday. Yeah. You know, I think it was an adjustment for him last year. It was going to a new spot. He had a lot of ego to swallow. He got bumped off a spot he didn't think he was going to get bumped off of. He was asked to do things that he wasn't comfortable doing. Hopefully this year it's different. It's the same responsibilities in terms of slot corner as opposed to being on the outside. But, you know, Tyvis, I think, has done a good job in the past of explaining what was asked of him under Joe Woods. Probably won't be asked of him here. Mm-hmm. So I'm expecting a big season out of him.
I want him to bounce back.
I think he's a very
good
good
he wasn't
player.
that bad. I don't want to make it seem like he had a terrible year last year, but he went backwards.
Yeah.
Because he had played great as a rookie.
There was, I think, a slight step backwards.
Yeah.
But to me, a lot of this was through no fault of his own. A guy came in and played lights out.
That's right. Played better than him.
And sometimes you get Wally pipped. You know, not that he lost his spot because he got hurt. You know, Wally Pipp was the first baseman that got hurt, and Lou Gehrig came in, and 130 games later,
we
Lou
need a more
Gehrig left
modern
first
reference.
base. Yeah, people don't understand that reference.
Wally Pipp is.
You do.
Well, I do, but Jason
and I bet Jay does.
Yes, I do. Of
Yeah,
course
so-
I do.
Jason probably does.
He became a
But
verb.
most people
if
don't.
you got pipped, and this was big in the 70s, 80s, and 90s.
Right.
Young kids
Right.
today
We
have
need a
no
modern
idea.
reference.
We have the old geezer translator.
Yeah, that's exactly
like the
right.
Young kid
Yeah,
cap
let us
translator.
explain to you young kids.
Yeah.
When you're pipped, that means you lost your spot because
Yeah.
of injury. And in the case of Wally Pipp, which why he became the poster child for it, he was replaced by Lou Gehrig when he got hurt. Lou Gehrig never came out of the lineup for 2,130
That's
games.
right. That's right.
So.
You know, we call that ski mask. You know, I put the ski mask on. I'm about to get this money off because your position got snatched up. I'll tell you like this, man. My dad used to always say, man, look, everything is the next level. Every 5 years in your life, you know you can recreate yourself, right? Because that's how quickly things roll. Like 5 years, you could be working a job doing manual labor. The next 5 years, you could be in a corporate office. Like you could be in shape in 5 years. The next time somebody see you, you could be fat and out of shape. Every 5 years, you could recreate yourself. And a lot of these dudes that come out of college, they got the first round pedigree. They get picked, they get the first round pick, or whatever the case may be, and then they there. Greg Newsome started. Denzel
He didn't even get 5 years.
He didn't even get 5 years. It was 3 because guess what? Somebody came along. And he wasn't trying to hear that. You got to reprove yourself all the time. Bull, you in the radio. It's a lot of dudes that's going to be up out of radio here in the next 4 years, and they're going to try to adjust and go to this internet game. And it's completely different. The internet game is different from radio. They're going to be trying to do the same things and move. You got to learn to move a different way. So these guys, you got to add something to your bag. Your bag. You got to add something to your tricks. Like Magic said, man, when I was playing against Larry, I knew Larry was going to bring something different to the court next year. So I had to come back and bring something new what I'm going to do. Maybe it was a no look. Maybe it was I got to work on my 3-point shot because they doubling down on Kareem. You got to come in and you got to bring something to the game. I want to see him be aggressive and make plays. I came in and what's the name said, he was like, don't tell me, don't tell me the labor pains, just show me the baby.
Show me the baby.
And one of my greatest coaches, the defensive line coach, Ray McCartney, he said, look, man, it's all about what you're doing on that production sheet. Listen, if you just in your gap, I'm going to get fired. Being in your gap don't count. Knocking down balls don't count. I need picks. I need making plays. I don't need none of that other stuff. I need him to get into his mental capacity and tap into that aggressiveness. And I need him and Denzel Ward. Because let's be truthful.
Yeah.
Denzel Ward, this Denzel Ward is not the same Denzel Ward we saw when he first got here.
Nope.
It ain't the same. Like, let's just be clear. That hunger, the jumping. If the Browns want to get where they want to go, I get it, it's Deshaun Watson. But there's a lot of people that also have to take that next step.
True.
That's a good point.
And Greg Newsome is a first-round pick. Denzel Ward, they paying you. He get the biggest slide. Myles Garrett take darts. Nick Chubb is about to get cut. Deshaun Watson is on the chopping block. David Njoku, we don't even know why you on the team. But Denzel Ward be skating. He getting paid like a top 3 corner.
And as soon as he got paid like a top 3 corner,
he had a bad year. So this is as big of a year for Denzel Ward and Greg Newsome, because if they can become lockdown corners, now you're talking about something special on the defensive side with that D-line.
By the way,
it's crazy.
Before I get to do we have time to do my list?
Yeah, I want to tease one thing for tomorrow real quick.
I will say, you might be onto something, though, real quick, though, Mike. Cam in Canada might be Deshaun Watson's burner account.
Might be.
He might be.
Really?
He might be.
I thought that he got a special batch of Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
I even tweeted, I said, that Kool-Aid, he's drinking strong.